All right. So in this video, we are going to discuss about range function, that is built-in function of Python. Okay. So let's start with the first question first. Why do we need range function? Okay. So sometimes what happens, we may want to repeat something a fixed number of times, but for that we may not always have some list of numbers already existing with us. So for example, let's say you want to print something 5 times, or instead of 5 times you may want to print something 100 times. You may want to count from 0 to 10, or let's say you want to loop or iterate through positions or indexes of any data structure, let's say list. Okay. In these cases, instead of creating lists manually, okay, Python gives us a range function, built-in function, where we can use for these purposes. Okay. So you can see this code. Okay. For I in range of 5, print I. Here, Python generates numbers automatically. Okay. So you can see here on the console. So Python has generated 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Range 5 produces numbers starting from 0 till 4. The last value which we provided here, 5, is excluded. This is not included in the output here because range function stops before the last number. So you get only values till the whatever value you provide here till -1 of them. Okay, so Python has simply printed 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, now learners often think range of 5 is mysterious. Okay, so let's make it visible a little. Okay, so understanding what range 5 really produces. So in this, if you see this code, okay, list range of 5, this converts the range into a list so that we can clearly see what is there within range 5. So if I execute this, you will see we have 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So range of 5 simply represents all of these numbers. Okay, instead of list, you can also use tuple. It's fine. So tuple also gives you 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can also use set because range of something, range of any number always produces unique numbers, okay, which can fit within set. So you can use set as well. Okay, so can you think what will be the output here? This is question for you. So here you get an error. And why is that so? The reason being, dictionary in Python always has key value pair of value. Okay, key value dictionary always stores key value data in pair always, and that is the reason you are getting error here. Cannot convert dictionary update sequence element has 0 to a sequence. Okay, you cannot simply add or insert a sequence of data within dictionary. You always need to have key value pair data. So by default, okay, by default, range starts from 0. If you observed above, right, when you give range of 5, by default, everywhere the value has started from 0. Okay, so range always starts from 0 by default. Okay, if I print this for I in range 3, this also starts from 0. This is the default behavior, and this matches Python indexing. Okay, what we discussed during list and tuple indexing. Okay, indexing starts from 0 in Python. Now, so far we are providing only one value, one argument within range function. Okay, but we can provide two values as well. So two values, this time we have provided two values. That is, first is start value and the second is stop value. Okay, so while generating numbers, while creating numbers automatically, range function will start from 2 and stop at 6. So when I say it stops at 6, it will produce number till 6 minus 1. Okay, and you will see here this will produce 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you can see here 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the stop value is not included here. This is very important point. Many people miss this concept. Now the next thing is step. Okay, so here we have not what I mean to say, step value. So here the numbers are increasing by default by 1. Okay. Now we can control that as well. If you want the numbers to increase by 2, we can do that as well. And that is where the concept of step value comes in. So here we have provided 3 arguments within range function. Okay. First is start, second is stop, and third is step. By what gap you want the numbers to be generated. So it will start from 0 and it will give a gap of 2. So 0, after 0 it will generate 2, then 4, then 6, then 8. But it will not generate 10 because the last number is excluded within range. So you can see the output here. It starts from 0, then 2, then 4. Between all two numbers, there is a step gap of 2 points, right? Now we can also count the numbers backward using range function. Okay, and that is where negative step count comes into picture. So instead of providing this as positive, we can also provide this as negative. And when Python sees within range this is negative, Python understands that it has to count the numbers in the reverse way. So it will start from 10 here and it will go till 0, 0 excluding, and generate all the numbers here. So it will start from 10. So first 10, then 8, then 6, then 4, and then 2. It will not go to 0. So you can see the output here. Starting from 10 until 2. Okay. So this shows that range is very flexible. You can increase, you can go in the increasing order while generating the numbers. You can also go in the decreasing order as well. All right. That is counting backward. Now, one important concept is range is an iterable. So when you write r equal to range of 5, and if you try to print range, okay, print r, you will see it prints range of 0 to 5 simply. Now, this is because range does not create a list immediately. So range does not create or does not generate all those numbers immediately. Okay, it creates an iterable that helps you to generate numbers when you require. Okay. Now, this concept is memory efficient and very useful. Okay, while working with in Python, this is very useful. So Python has not created all those numbers from 0 to 4, and that saves memory. Now we can use range for repetition of tasks. So let's say you want to print something X number of times. Let's say three times you want to print hello, or you want to do something X number of times. So you can use range in that case as well. So for I in range of 3, we are printing hello 3 times on the console. Okay. Now there is one beginner confusion here. Okay. That is most beginners think range of 5, okay, and range of 1 to 5 are same. They generate same thing. Okay. But this is wrong. Range of 5 generates number starting 0. Whereas range of, when you give start value, now here the number will start from 1. But by default, it starts from 0. Okay. So you can see the difference here. All right. So understand one thing. Range is simply a tool that generates numbers in a sequence. If you want to generate numbers in a sequence, range is the one you should go with. It doesn't store them as a list which consumes memory. It produces them only when you require. When you want to use that numbers, then only range produces that number. And that is why it works so naturally with for loops especially. All right. So that's all for this video. Thank you and happy learning.